Hi guys, Dan Shirley here. This is October 2nd of 2015, and at the moment we're still conducting our Sierra project. Now, previous video last week, that was another area we were in the Sierras. That was about 40 miles from here where we're at now. So anyway, we're still on our Sierra project, and we're also in a new area. Now, this area has a lot of good significance to it, and I'm going to tell you why. Number one, about 5 miles from here, is where we filmed on National Geographic. 5 miles from here is where for 2 straight years I did hardcore research, me and Garland, and I also is where I did a lot of wood knocking. A lot of responses. This is also the place where we found a group of squatches living. Now, right to the north of me, we have the we call the North Fork. It's the American River. About a mile down the road is a creek, a flowing creek. Got buku water. This area also, believe it or not, there is absolutely almost zero bear. And the reason is, through my experiences, is I find out that usually where there are squatches, because I'm telling you right now, when there's a squatch around, he is the one that's king of the forest. He is the alpha predator. End of story. And it makes sense. Bears just don't come around when they're around. It's that simple. That's one reason I'm not wearing my gun. I do have it. It's in the vehicle. I never go without it. Now, as of from last week, the aftermath, we had a little bit of movement that night, and after a little bit, probably after 2 o'clock in the morning, it just, everything went dead. Just nothing went on after that. My guess is one of the main reasons it was kind of working against us was that night. I wasn't expecting it, but we had one hell of a bright full moon, and it gave away my perimeter. That was a given right there. So what we did do, though, without flashlights or nothing, we did go out into the woods. That's probably the crazy side of me. I don't care, it doesn't bother me. I just want to see if we get some kind of reaction out of somewhere. Now, on another situation, last week we were there. Me and Garland, we were in a deep discussion. We were discussing of what we saw that day. And here's the deal. We both concur. What we saw that day, what was down by the lake, by the reservoir, and it was definitely a squatch. It was black in hair. And while we watched it, me and Garland, we watched it for about 10 minutes. And we were switching the binoculars back and forth. And I could have went and got my camera, but it was about 40 feet away. And the other thing was, I didn't want to move. I didn't want Garland to move because I knew it didn't see us, but we saw it. I knew if we just flinched and I tried to go for the camera or him, it would have saw us, caught its eye, and it would have been gone. Now, here's the other thing. How do we know that it was probably a squatch? Because when I was looking through the binoculars at one point, I saw an arm and a hand, and it went up and was grabbing the tree. It kind of went up that little bit, and I saw the face. No hair on the face. And I'll tell you something else too. This time I got a good look at its eyes, And I'm telling you, the eyes were black as coal. I mean, black as coal. I won't forget that. Still burning in my mind. So anyway, here's the deal. We're going to stay the night here tonight. We got same thing. We got our cameras all set up. We're doing something a little bit different this time. And I worked up a whole different perimeter line. So far that we know of, because we do know the squatches in this area, and they're not really super aggressive. They've thrown things at us a few times, like some wood debris, rocks, but that's about it. And they sure grab on a tree and tear the hell out of it. They'll scare the hell out of you too. Anyway, right now we're off a main mountain road, and we had to drive in about 10 miles. So we're 10 miles inland, deep in the wilderness. I'm going to have Garland give you a close shot of some of the woods we're fooling around with here. Give him a shot, Gar. Got him?
Yeah.
Okay. And also, if any of you out there remember when you saw us on National Geographic, do you remember the moment when I was wood knocking and we got a response several times? Okay. Still to this day, that sound is still a mystery. They still don't know what the hell it was. We do. Because to be honest with you, that sound we heard from 5 miles from here came from this area. You see, I tracked them, me and Garland, almost up to this point. Now, what's the significance here? Here's the other significance. In this very spot, several times there's been campers, multiple campers in this spot. There's a canyon right in front of me. From that canyon, there has been multiple sightings of Squatch, and also mainly vocalizations, where they actually come in close to the campsite, right across the street. We were just over there, the old mountain road, and right across that mountain road, there's a trail right up here. Can you grab it? Good man. There's a trail right up in here, and we just came back from there. And there's a trail up here, there's a trail there, but right in here, you go straight across this way. You can go vertical this way, or excuse me, horizontal. You go horizontal this way, and there is a walkway through there. It blew my mind. Garland's too. I mean, it's about that wide. It's all cleared out. Squatch is traveling through there. It's obvious. And he probably comes down off that mountain. He cuts through here. Right down here's the water. You got water down here, and you got water over here. And he's probably coming around from here and over down in here in the canyon. Now, I can't make any promises, but we're going to do the damn best we can to get something out of this. And I'm not going to give up till we do. So at any given time, don't ever get discouraged about it, okay? Because, I mean, if anybody gets discouraged, and when that does happen, believe you, it's me and Garland. We put a lot into this. And the other thing is, also, before I forget, also, last week, I kind of kicked myself in the behind because I should have went down. I was breaking camp, and Garland went down by the lake where the tree was being fooled around with. Sure enough, it was all disturbed. The ground, there was scattered footprints all around it. There was footprints that came out from the creek, and which went to the tree. and also from the tree it went to the water like it was drinking from the water. Then it went back to the tree, then right back up the gully of the creek again. So there was definitely something there. We weren't seeing things. It's going to be dark pretty soon. We got about maybe 2 more hours, and then we're going to buckle down and get the cameras out, and it's a waiting game. Right now it's getting really quiet, which is a good sign. Usually when it's this quiet, that's when things start happening. So what I'm going to do, anything happens tonight, we'll film it. We'll film it. Don't worry about it. If there's nothing worth filming in the morning, I'm not going to film it. There'll be no aftermath. If there's something, we will film it, so that you don't have to worry about. My main objective is given to you the kind of evidence and info that relates to the existence of Sasquatch. You know, one more thought. There's one more food of thought I want to slap on your table. Is this? You know, there's quite a bit of people in the science world that's always turned their head the other direction on this subject. They don't want to admit to it that it does exist, because you know how they want it. They got to see it, feel it, touch it. Whether it's live or dead, it doesn't matter. Now, but here's something you got to take in consideration, and this specific to this, to the science world, because they need to man up, get real, and get out that tank box, thinking tank box they're in, and get out of that little circle, and start expanding their mentality level, so to speak. Because here's the deal. Look at here. In our modern times is only when we found the gorilla and we put it in the books. Now, the same scenario. Back in Africa, for a long time, natives are seeing this man looking like hairy creature, enormous size, could tear a man in half. Nobody believed them. Nobody ever believed such a creature existed. But guess what? We have a gorilla. What do you feel about that? It's in the books. Threw the science world for a loop, didn't it? Now, here's a real good one. Here's a real good one. Maybe just a few years ago, found another new species of ape related to the chimpanzee. Didn't even know they existed. They were living under living under the human race's nose the whole time. Guess what? It's in the books now. It exists. And I'll tell you what, these chimpanzees they're the size of damn near a female gorilla. These guys get up to 200 to 300 pounds. It's a big chimp. The bottom line is this: if those species exist, and they do exist, then what makes you not think that Sasquatch does not exist? I'm going to tell you what. Up in these woods, there's places up here human beings hadn't even walked their feet on. They've never seen a human. Who the hell knows what's out here? I mean, who the hell knows? And there's some things out here you probably don't want to know. Okay, so until we see you again, gotta go. Take care.